Isn't it fascinating how you can begin to notice something happening right beneath the surface of awareness, as if your unconscious already knew how to reorganize itself, to adopt a new, powerful, self-assured operating system, even before the conscious mind begins to catch on. Because when you think of certainty, not as a thing you acquire, but a quality you remember, you start to feel it, like an ancient rhythm, a deep pulse in the bones. Because haven't you always known, somewhere deep inside, you are meant to be undeniably confident, effortlessly magnetic, and limitlessly capable. It's like learning how to walk again, but this time, you walk with decisiveness instead of doubt. You speak and people lean in, not because of what you say, but because of how certain you are that what you say matters. Just like the tree doesn't ask for permission to grow, it just does. It digs roots into the earth and reaches for the sky. No validation needed, it simply knows. And you too now begin to know. A knowing that lives in your spine, your breath, your tone. Because what if you already started installing a new set of beliefs, simply by entertaining the possibility that you can? And notice how the unconscious mind is already shifting, already filtering for new evidence, already rehearsing new responses, already finding new frames where failure is feedback, where every challenge is a disguised invitation to demonstrate how resilient you've become. Like the boxer who welcomes the next round, not because it's easy, because he trusts himself to adapt. You see, the strongest frame wins, doesn't it? And who decides what that frame is? You do. When you remember that beliefs are choices that you forgot you made, then suddenly you begin choosing again, consciously, deliberately, and unconsciously, automatically. And you remember how, every day, you're training your unconscious mind with every emotion you allow, every action you take, every perspective you entertain. Like the artist doesn't wait for the brush to move, she moves the brush. You don't wait to be confident, you act with confidence. And the feelings follow. And haven't you noticed how people respond to how you make them feel? When you walk into a room now, and your presence radiates calm assurance, as if your very energy whispers, you're safe here, I got this. People respond because they mirror energy. You now radiate certainty, so they reflect admiration. Isn't it interesting how you don't need to think about how to become magnetic? You just become someone who believes you already are. And that belief, it colours everything, even now. Your nervous system begins calibrating to a new pattern, where challenges excite you, uncertainty ignites you, and failure becomes just another feedback loop, bringing you closer to inevitable mastery. Because obsession creates mastery. You now feel that delicious obsession to embody certainty in everything that you do. What's even more fascinating is how this feels familiar, as if you're just remembering something you already were. You're enough. You're the frame, you're the signal. Others tune into your frequency because it's the clearest. No noise, no need, just truth. And truth doesn't flinch. So now imagine this. You stand still, and the world reorganizes around your posture, because your posture speaks volumes. It says, I belong here, I choose this, I create this. When people hear you speak, they don't hear words. They hear conviction, they hear vision, they hear freedom. Because you've installed a new operating system, one built on these truths. The reality is fluid, that emotions are data, not danger. Do you choose your meaning? The momentum matters more than perfection. That happiness is a choice. That generosity multiplies wealth. And that love, confidence, power, they're not things you seek, but frequencies you embody. Now you may begin to notice that even when you're not thinking about this, you're becoming this. You walk differently. You speak with more precision. You feel clearer, stronger, bolder. Because the truth is, you're not learning how to become someone new. You're simply remembering who you've always been, before the doubt, before the filters, before the noise. And if that truth feels good now, what will it feel like in an hour, tomorrow, next time someone tests your certainty? You'll smile. Not because it's easy, but because you're already becoming the person who thrives in the challenge. The kind of person who's certain before the results, grounded before the feedback, grateful before the gain. The kind of person who no longer waits, because you've already chosen, this is who I am now.